Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Summer and this is Summer's Synergy Tarot of this beautiful, growing, loving, embracing channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to be doing the week ahead. You know, what does the next week have in store for you? I think it's the 13th tomorrow or the 14th tomorrow, from Sunday all the way through to the next week. So, what is happening? What moves do you have to take? You know, this is all based on your emotions now and how you're feeling now and what's going on in the present moment. So this isn't 100% accurate, you know. These are just predicting your energy now, and they just give you a little insight, a little breadcrumb. So you have the power and will to change anything that you like, and nothing is set in stone. Each moment is your moment to change how you want to go about things. 3 piles today, and I decided to use sunnies. So pile 1 is the yellow, pile 2 is the red, and pile 3 is the blue sunnies. So take a minute, pause, feel what feels right for you, pick as many as you like. There's no rules in this, and yeah, I'll be leaving all the timestamps down below. Hello group number 1. So you picked these yellow sunnies and I thought I'll be wearing them. I'm in your energy now. No. Cool. So what does the week ahead have in store for you? And I also made this thing. I had this like intuitive inspiration to make a bunch of guided messages to me and just fiddle faddle around and just pick whatever. So we'll read those at the end. So let's get into it. What does the week ahead have in store for you? He's such a soft energy, very, very soft. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, soft, you know, gentle, kind, you know, emotions. You're very passionate. We have the 7 of Wands. I feel as though maybe you put your emotions on the front line a bit, you know, maybe you put them out there, not ready for what people might say. Not that it should matter what they say, but you have to put your guard up in a sense of, I'm being who I want, and this is what I love, and I don't care what you guys think, you know? I'm doing what I want to do. 5 of Swords. The Hermit. Yeah. Chariot. And then we have some Oracle cards. We have Spiritual Evolution. Set your heart free. Which is such a beautiful card. And then we have Guardian, guard your energy. Yeah, I can tell that there's something that you want to go after, and I feel as though maybe this is time to release friends is what I'm hearing. It's time to release people who just aren't in your vibe anymore. You're outgrowing them, you're out evolving. It's not there's levels to this. It's you know, you're just going in a different direction, and I feel as though there's people in your life that you just need to release, you need to let go, and you need to just breathe it out, you know, and you know, you have a lot of control. But you know, with these steps in the lives that we take, we have to make sacrifices, and you know, with wanting something, we have to let something go. You know, it's about the constant evolution of change. And then we have Fear. I released that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So, you know, fearing this next step, fearing what's next, you know, and it's about that trust. I feel as though, you know, with the Chariot, it's this the next 7 days, take your energy of just deciding how you will react. Don't give in to feeling that way, in a sense of if you do something and you put your emotions and you're vulnerable and you put your heart on the line, and you know, you say something to someone, or you're confronting someone about a situation, you know, and it doesn't go how you want it to go, just drop the expectation and, you know, guide what you can now. You know, the Chariot is this person who's guiding the path in the moment. He cannot guide his cart thinking of the future. He has to guide it thinking of the now. He has to be focused. You know, when you drive, you have to be focused. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You know, there's this time to, like, you know, learn something about something, you know, take some time to introspect and figure out what is, you know, blocking you. What is this feeling that's blocking you from moving forward in the next 7 days? You know, maybe there's some energy leeches that are coming along, you know, guard your energy, take that space to set your heart free. I think this card is so important. You know, it's finding that light. You know, he's got very, like, you know, he's a dark character. You know, he's got like black clothes. So it's like finding that light in the shadows of, you know, your experiences during life. Then we have death. You know, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. You know, evolving, creating, constantly like learning is what I'm hearing. Like learn, evolve. Learn to have the death of things, learn to let go. You know, let go is such an important part of the next 7 days. Surrender to the divine. And surrender isn't this thing that's just like, I'm letting this go and I'm giving up and, you know, do whatever. It's more of like having your intention and having these powers to create what you want to create, you know, going about life and going forward with what you love, with the surrender that everything is working out for you, not to you, that the world is working through you. You know, it's about having that surrender to these inspirations, having that surrender to create. Create is such a massive thing in here. You know, you have this passion with something and it's about diving more deeper into it with the next 7 days. And, you know, when inspirations arise, don't surrender and be like, oh, but they won't like that. Oh, but I don't know. You know, guide each moment as each moment comes. Death, that new belief. You know, the Five of Swords, I feel as though, you know, there's these beliefs, there's these thoughts that keep popping up. And, you know, it's about releasing. And you're 100% coming into this energy. You're guarding it. You're having discipline. You're having a different structure. You're going about things differently in the next 7 days. And this card I'm going to read at the end is Clan of the Wolf Heart. And wolf, you know, we're said to be originated from wolves. You know, they're packed energy. They're loving energy. They're expressive. Oh, wow, yeah, you have a lot of wolf energy. So, guardian, it's a wolf. It's speaking, it's roaring, it's seeing for the world to hear him, and it's being vulnerable, you know, approach a situation. This doesn't have to be some big bizarre extravaganza, you know, this doesn't have to be about that, but it can be about something small as well, you know, confronting someone about something, you know, painting and sending it to a friend, you know, just little things that you want to do, or big things that you want to do, you know, whatever resonates. And then we are the ones we've been waiting for. And it's got like this beautiful picture on it. Very, very nice. So I'll read out the end, but I'm going to read you little messages. So it says, do something despite feeling like you can't. Yep, exactly what I was saying. These beliefs that feeling like you can't. Do it anyway. Prove yourself wrong. Prove yourself that you can do it. And if you can't, you'll be like, well, I tried anyway. And, you know, I'm going to keep trying until I'm happy with what I'm doing. You are inspiring so many people. Wow. You're a little star. It's okay to not be okay. You know, don't block these emotions. It's not about being happy-go-lucky within the next 7 days. If you know, it doesn't go how you expected it, you know, expect the unexpected. Just be like, wow, okay, yep, I'm learning from that, yep, okay, cool, yep. You know, that's the surrender of it. It's not trying to change the moment, but accepting it. Contact an old friend. Maybe there's someone, maybe that's that step that you're trying to take, is you're scared to contact this old friend because maybe something happened. You know, make that move, make that change, you know. Don't let ego get in the way of not wanting to do something that you want to do, you know. Just contact, be vulnerable up front, you know. Talk to them, be like, hey, let's connect, let's chat. Is this what you want or what they want? Can I like... This is crazy, I love the in-syncness. So, is this what you want or is this what they want? Ask yourself that. Each move you take, you should be doing it for yourself, and it's not selfish. Get rid of that belief that you have of it could be selfish. Each step, take it for yourself, but not in the intention of hurting others, for yourself, to better yourself. Did you hear that? Make each moment with the intention to better yourself, while still being satisfied with yourself, but not having the intention to hurt anyone else. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Where are you? Hello. We could get boogie. Reach out for help from others. You know, honor and respect your individuality and your own life journey. Balance social time and then taking care of your own needs as well, you know, with the hermit energy. You know, coming back to yourself. You always have yourself. Anger can be a sign from the soul, a sacred gift that asks you to deal with a situation, to bring about something with compassion and clear response, responding differently, acting differently, not acting in frantically, you know, just responding differently, you know, changing your patterns on how you go about it. Being feminine with who you are and loving who you are with the next 7 days. Approach things with discipline of not being in this automated response. Wow, that was strong. And I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you, group 1. Hello, group number 2. Where's my hat? Beautiful, beautiful. So you picked these funky sunnies. I just want to give you a little, like, that's that's what they look like. They're sick. They're so cool. Okay, what does the next 7 days have in store for you? Okay, cool. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. I feel like surrender popped into mind. I feel like surrender is something to do with the next 7 days. King of Cups. You're very go-gettery. You're very like, you have a thing in mind and you're very like following your emotions type of sense. The Two of Swords. The Judgment in reverse. The Temperance. I feel as though your emotions are getting in the way of making a judgment intellectually. I feel as though, you know, there's something that you have to decide and it's what you feel as though you want, but you have to balance out the mind is what I'm feeling. Like there's something stopping you from making this decision or going forward in your life, and you need to find this balance is what I'm hearing. Like this temperance energy of just like masculine, feminine, giving, receiving. And I feel as though, you know, you're blindfolded, you know. You're blindfolded as to, you know, I don't know what step to take, I don't know what to take, I don't know what's next, you know what I mean? Like, I feel as though your emotions are getting the better of you is what I'm hearing, you know? You have to just let go and, you know, see things with a clearer vision rather than just having one more than the other, like intellectual or one more emotional. Then we also have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, definitely like a lot of surrender. A lot of, you're holding on to emotions that just aren't needed anymore. You're holding on to these things that maybe, you're holding on to these like past hobbies or these past passions. And it's like this time to just like let go and release. But let's just get more into it. Patience. I accept that I accept that everything happens in divine order. I definitely feel as though there's this need for a clearer vision. There's this need for trust. There's this need for making a decision is what I'm feeling for the next 7 days. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Taking on this King of Cups energy of, look at him. He's above the water. He's conquering. He's achieving. He's not drowning in his emotions. He's has his, you know, his whole body up and he's observing. He's watching how he feels. You know, you have to take off that blindfold and look at what's around you and look at what's in front of you. Denial. Wow, these glasses make everything look crazy. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Love and light, act with care. See, that is hectic, that drawing. There's like heaps and heaps of eyes. I feel as though there's a sense of like observing this next week, observing how things go, looking at how things go. You know, don't hold on to things, just let it be how it's meant to be. And then we have sacred divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. What? Sorry, I just find that so crazy. Like, that's the sacred divinity card, and that's about 2 paths ahead. So there's definitely a decision that's coming up within the next week, or a decision that you already know. You know, and I feel as though judgment is in reverse, is because, you know, whatever will be, will be. There's no regret, there's no nothing, you know, it's just whatever will be is what I'm hearing. You know, having patience, having that awareness that everything is coming to me. And then we have step out of your comfort zone. Step out of this blindfolded area. Make that choice. I feel as though what I heard was make this decision out of your comfort. As in, like, obviously that's what I just said, but I mean, like, the decision that you have to make, don't go with the decision that's more comfortable. Go with the decision that's uncomfortable, and you may be having thoughts that you can't do it. You may be having thoughts that, oh, I don't know if it's the best way, blah, 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 blah. It's more of understanding that everything will work out for you, and that everything will be okay for you. To balance is what I'm hearing. To balance within the next week. And this is the last card that I'll read a bit at the end. Sage of Higher Knowledge, Amuata, number 12. I definitely feel as though there's transformation happening. There's transformation happening that you need to step into, and that you need to embrace and acknowledge, and don't have denial of what's in front of you. Embrace what's in front of you and acknowledge what's in front of you. And be aware of your spirit animals. I feel like crows or birds might be approaching you this week. Spend some time in water. Lay down and just like contemplate and wow, do you hear that? That is a crow. There's 2 crows, they just left. Are you kidding me? They just flew, said whatever they need to say, but just left. There they are. This is like, sorry, I'm being blown away. I just love it so much. But I feel there's emotional challenges that you're working through, and you're stepping into this King of Cups energy. And you know, you're acknowledging intellectually these emotions that are behind you. You're not having denial of how you feel, but you're acknowledging them, and you're having patience with them and patience with yourself. Beautiful people, I had the inspiration come to me of making a list of just beautiful guided messages that I'm going to pull for you at this very moment. Are we ready? Are you ready? So we have, showman. So I made this one because I had the inspiration of you're the person who loves to entertain, you're the person who loves to make people happy, you're the person who will put others before yourself, you're the person who loves to put on a great show. You could be a singer, you could be an actress, you could be a YouTuber, you could be someone who just wants to entertain. You could be a comedian. Leave. Ooh. Maybe there's a situation that you're having denial about in the next 7 days, and you know, it's just time to just leave. Just leave. It's not for you anymore. You don't want to be carrying around this stuff anymore. It's time to leave and release. And forgiveness came up on the back of the deck energy for one of these cards. Forgive and leave. Forgive and leave. And then we have observe and watch and just be this hover like the bird. I love the connections, it's so freaking good. You know, we have a lot of birds here. You know, the crow, and then we also have an owl. You know, observe, be that like a watcher. And then we have you are powerful. Step into that power even more. Embrace it, love it, observe it. Who are you? You know, taking off this mask, taking off this veil, taking a step in the direction that you want to step into. You know, who are you? Ask yourself. Who are you? Who do I want to be? How do I want to be? butterfly. Wow, and it's so nice because the back of the deck energy was Lolo for one of the cards. Lolo, which is this beautiful butterfly, and it says butterfly. So you know you're this. Oops, sorry about that. You're embracing this beautiful freeing energy. You're free. You are a free spirit. You are a free energy. Just do that. Just you know, let it out. And then we also have read. And it's, wow, so connected. The Hierophant came up on the back of the deck energy for the tarot. And Hierophant, you know, I feel as though talking about this is, you know, learning, acknowledging, learning more about why you feel that way, learning more about the situation, seeing the two different sides, you know, reading more, observing more, exploring more, you know, doing all that good stuff. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful week ahead, you know. Take that bravery, that instinctual like side of you that is always there, that, you know, possibly just forgotten. Alright guys, so this beautiful card here, Sage of Higher Knowing. Whoa, sorry guys, my phone just like, was like, whoop, your phone is about to die. So, beautiful. Seek what feels true, even beyond the logical. Beyond the mind of beliefs of, you know, this thinking that we think is logical. Seek to the higher knowing, seek to the higher realms, seek to things that feel good. You know, there's beliefs that we have that we think are true, but they aren't true. You know, seek what feels good for you, rather than being trapped in these ways that aren't true for your soul. You know, if something doesn't feel right, challenge it and dig deeper and take on this King of Cups energy. Trust that your mind is strong and bright enough to do this. Oh, so nice. Test all opinions, advice, and research and alleged facts according to your own intuition and instinct. You know, they say that because, oh, we've been doing this for 20 years, so it must be correct. Sorry, I can just hear the birds. Doesn't mean anything. We could have been doing it wrong for the past 20 years. Question everything and make a base judgment on what feels right for you. There is always new knowledge beyond existing boundaries of thought. We simply need to be open and willing to receive it with patience, discernment, and trust in the greater guiding power. An important piece of information, it says, comes to you with guidance that an answer is coming, an important piece of information, and that when you are centered in your heart, will recognize for what it is and how to proceed. Ooh, there's a download coming for you guys. There's a massive like relief that's coming for some of you. Obviously this is a reading of like take what resonates, but you know, act with care, you know, act with what feels right, but question things that you've been told is how it's meant to be. Wow, so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you guys. And I feel as though, you know, making this decision and what path you go in will have that download, will have that insight, will have that wow moment. Thank you, group 2. Hello, group 3. So you picked these beautiful funky glasses. Ooh, awesome. So let's just get into it. What does the next 7 days have in store for group 3? Clarity. I feel like there's clarity in the next 7 days. 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel as though you've been on this like rut. Not rut. No one's ever stuck or things like that. That's just mind making up ways to trick you. This tough environment that you've been going through. I feel as though there's an ending to it. I feel as though, you know, you've been making these steps emotionally to get to where you want to be, and I feel like it's approaching in the next 7 days. The Emperor. Yeah, you've definitely been taking these steps, these strides towards making yourself better mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Six of Swords, yeah. You're crossing this ocean, you're crossing this point A to point B, you know, you're making this growth. I feel as though there's this spirit of growing, there's a spirit of that, exactly that. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands in reverse. The Devil in reverse. It's interesting. The way they fall is just so beautiful, you know. The Eight of Wands is underneath, over the top of the Ten of Pentacles, you know. You're making these steps to feel more abundant, to spread that abundance with people over the next 7 days. I feel as though a lot of things are coming into fruition. Manifestations are coming into fruition. So what you've been thinking of is coming into reality always. But I feel as though there's these goals that you've been having that are really becoming set in stone. And you've been doing a lot of work, and I'm just so proud of you. I just want to say that. Maybe you've been falling into old habits. Maybe you've been carrying old baggage with you. And this is time, you know, within the next 7 days to have a bath, cleanse yourself, clean yourself, relax. You know, this is a very mellow energy. And then we have spiritual evolution, set your heart free. This time of just like gentleness for the next 7 days. Relax for the next 7 days. Maybe you had an addiction that might be coming up, you know. Acknowledging it, noticing it, and releasing it, and, you know, finding that new place in the presence that you want to be now. Energy signature. The past is in the present. So always remember the things that we're doing within the next, you know, week is always evolving, always changing, always growing. And, you know, don't ever hold on to things that aren't serving you. Don't ever hold on to things. Don't ever hold on to past mistakes that you could have made. Because they're not mistakes. They're just lessons. They're evolutions. They're growing steps. You know, there's these steps that we're going to learn along the way. You know, don't be held back by the past. Don't be held back by these feelings of the past. You know, make that step across the ocean. You're getting there, and you're so strong, and you're so beautiful. Step out of your comfort zone. You know, no growth is made within comfort. It's always made in the uncomfortable. It's always made in the, you know, a win-win outcome is forecast, guys. There's something very extraordinary happening, you know. You are very, like, in tune with who you want to be and in tune with who you want to become, and you're making these steps to get there, and you're making those little steps. And, you know, there's times where you fall back into the mindset of, can I really do this? I don't know, I can't see any improvement. You know, this week is, you know, things are coming into fruition. You know, that money is coming, that job's coming, that person that you've been wanting is coming. There's things that are coming that you've been wanting that are just seeping in. You just have to allow it. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. You know, stepping into that zone of everything happens for me, I'm okay, you know, I'm having patience. Universe, watch me, I'm having patience. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Not falling into old ways. Feeling what feels right for you. Having discipline to get you there. And then we have this beautiful card, which is the Palahik Mana, Medicine of the Butterfly Katina, which is absolutely a beautiful card. I'll be reading that at the end. And then I also drew some messages. I made these little messages, and I just intuitively just picked them out at my little claw. So, introspection. Yeah. Getting in touch with that light inside you. Getting in touch with who you want to become, and, you know, with things that we achieve, you know, it's always about refining. You know, we're figuring out what we don't want to figure out what we do want. And it's okay to want. Okay? It's okay to want. Don't feel guilty for wanting. Don't feel ashamed for wanting. Want. Explore, discover. It's the same with knowledge. expand, 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 but just don't become attached to the outcome or attached to what happens. You are doing so much good. At the end of the day, all you have is you. Very ties in with the introspection of looking at yourself and feeling yourself and, you know, you feel. How are you eating? Ooh. How are you eating? What is your diet like? You know, those snacks. How are those snacks? You know, check the ingredients of things. Because we're not always being told the truth about what we're being fed in the food of, you know, the things that just have these long lists of ingredients of just preservatives and just all this yucky stuff, you know. Cook yourself something. Have a night to just, you know, don't fall into these eating habits. You know, have this discipline. Have this discipline. And then we have, can contact an old friend. Ooh, I feel as though someone's been thinking about you. Someone's been thinking about you. Contact them. Say hello. Reconnect, you know. Could spark up some clarity, spark up some feelings. Also, how nice is the sun? Ooh. So I also wrote down some animals in here. An eagle came out. An eagle is about like this just observing state of just like flowing and just breathing and just like feeling everything and acknowledging everything. And your last card, wow, that's crazy. So your last two cards on this new deck that I got, well, this one was spirit messages, observe the limitations. So observe the things that are holding you back within this week. And then the card underneath that, celestial gateway, timing is crucial. Remember to always feel your way into what direction you should step into. Move with inspiration, move with awareness, move with feeling what feels right, and logically go about it. Not with the logic that you've been given, but with the logic that you create within yourself. Ooh. So nice. So let's have a look at this beautiful card for you. Let's see what it says. Guides you through an ending to the light of a new life within. It is your transition into a happier time. Yeah, especially if you have experienced great struggle or loss. It's a hopeful promise of the heart. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What was sacrificed can be reborn into something even more beautiful. You know, sacrificing these old eating ways, sacrificing these old habits, sacrificing old things that you used to love that aren't serving you. They did, but now they don't. You have an inner sense of discomfort signaling that something new is unfolding within. It is natural to feel initially a bit awkward or uncertain in the face of the unfamiliar. This is a good sign of change stirring from within. Wow, and now allow it to take its course. Surrender, you know, trust in what's happening. It will turn out beautifully. Oh, I just got tingles. Trust and flow. Everything's working out for you, man. Oh, another set of tingles. Seriously, such a beautiful, beautiful energy, guys. And I'm wishing you the best 7 days. And yeah, I appreciate you. I love you. And yeah.